Welcome to the quietest ones in the room with your host, Trey. Look, I gotta say it, just the mere fact that you have clicked onto this video and you are listening to the sound of my voice, you by far are the most intelligent people on the face of the planet. So once again, thank you for joining me. The clown of the day is here once again, and it happens to be no other than Shannon Sharpe. Yes, for obvious reasons, but I want to say he's the clown of the day in particular because in the last 6 months he's been in the media too much as it regards to sex scandals, sex topics, and he's on one of the largest Disney platforms, ESPN. So that off top brings him to the stage of clown of the day. But I don't really want to talk about Shannon Sharpe in this discussion. I want to talk about something I've realized after Shannon Sharpe, Jay-Z, P. Diddy, Kanye West, Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, on and on and on and on. Even let's take away the nefarious situation. People who are just rich, like Jeff Bezos, divorced. Elon Musk, never been married, multiple baby mothers. You can think of a celebrity that I am not aware of, and you know their relationship history, and I guarantee there's something about all these things that we need to talk about, which is the reality that some have been saying for so long, that relationships are dead. The way in which men and women relate in relationships is dead. See, I have friends, I have people I know who are single or who may be in relationships. And the conversations that I have with these people are alarming. I'll just take the single people. So many single people that I know have given up on the idea of relationships altogether. I'm talking both young and old. They want no part of a committed long-term relationship. And a part of it is because many of them have been in relationships where they've been hurt. Maybe there was some physical abuse, some verbal abuse, some financial abuse, some mental abuse. Maybe there was some infidelity. Maybe they just grew apart. I hear a lot of people talk about the term narcissist. I was with a narcissist. Narcissist. It's all over the place. Narcissism and the conversation about it is at an all-time high. Is that why relationships are dead? I don't know. But what I will say is that when you have regular people like you and I get online or watch TV and we see the upper echelon in our society failing at the one thing other than their careers, they're failing at relationships. You've got to say to yourself, why? Why is this happening? In my opinion, it's because relationships are broken. And you may ask why. People have different reasons. Part of my reason is because people have fallen away from God. Times of financial stress at an all-time high level. Fatherless homes, motherless homes, broken homes is all I mean. And the morality of so many people is at an all-time low. And it goes back to what I said earlier, the first part of just falling away from God altogether. And I know some of you are going to say, well, some of these things have been happening forever. I understand that. But it's gotten worse. The Shannon Sharpe situation of a guy who's 54 dealing with a 19-year-old, that ain't new, but it is happening more than it's ever happened before. And you have to ask yourself, well, why? Well, it's happening because so many young women are looking for a financial cash out. They're looking to be taken care of because many of their peers aren't in those stages in their lives where they figured it out and they're making money and they're able to accommodate the lifestyle that many of the young women want today. But if you just set that aside and you don't even deal with the age gap issues, and you just deal with people who are the same age, roundabout, the issues that are going on in those relationships are alarming. Divorce is at an all-time high, so people don't even want to get married anymore. The days of being in church and finding the person for you, where's that going on at? Nowadays, people are on Tinder and all these other apps to find someone just to have sex with. Now, maybe you're that one person who's listening, you're like, I'm on there because I want to find a serious relationship, bro. Okay. A lot of people go to the bars, but then you realize, you do your research, you realize most people find the people that they end up marrying in school, in college. And if it's not that, typically through friends of friends. But given that so many people are forfeiting going to college, or you can do online education now, people fall into convenient relationships. They just end up dating the guy or the girl that they work with. I've always thought that was corny, personally. But that's the thing. And those relationships don't work. Maybe some do. All of this is maybe some do. But for the most part, the relationships that we see from top to bottom are dying over and over and over again. It is rare to meet people who've been together 20, 30, 40, 50 years. It's rare. People don't want families anymore. They don't want kids. It's too much. If you live in paycheck to paycheck, why do you want another mouth to feed? So when we see what Shannon Sharpe is going through, and we don't know if he did it or not, the bigger picture is what the hell is going on in that a 19-year-old in 2024 or 2025 would be wanting to get involved with a 50-plus-year-old male. And where the fuck are the fathers putting a stop to these types of relationships? If you go and you look at those R. Kelly stories, everyone used to say, where the hell are the parents at? See, you go to other countries where you have arranged marriages, the parents are completely involved in the relationship dynamics. Here in America, you don't even have to meet the parents to start a relationship. And so what I know is we're running into issues in all facets of our society. The housing market is broken. The job market is broken. The relationship market is broken. And so how do we fix it? How do we fix it? And look, I'm not new to this. Look, I've been married for 10 years. And before I got married to my wife, we have been together for many years. And before I dated my wife, I had been in other relationships. I've been in a relationship since I was in middle school. So the idea of dating for me was never difficult. I dated. Nowadays, I hear about how difficult it is. Oh, I can't find anybody. Oh, there's so many. Everybody's a problem. Everybody's a narcissist. Everybody's broke. All these complaints about where the people are that they can be with. And so I get it. I get why some people ultimately, given how crazy it is now, I do understand why some people get to a place where they're like, I'm done. Now, it's definitely unfortunate when you're young, but when you're older, I get it. But it still can't feel good. It still can't feel good going to sleep every night in that bed and there's nobody next to you. But maybe you love it. I don't know. I'm not going to judge it. But what I will say is that we need to fix it, because strong societies are built off of relationships that work. We cannot have all of these nonsensical relationships going on. So that's my 2 cents. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. Please share your thoughts in the comment section. Are relationships dead? Have you given up? What do you think the solution is to the problem of relationships today? But as always, please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time.